Good morning, Shaila. Good morning, Owen. Good morning, Ria. Maybe
Morning.
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 Ang maganda rin with COVID, you get to meet a lot of people online like you guys. So maybe can you also for our audience that will be tuning in, introduce yourselves, where you're broadcasting from, and what do you do as founder of Hackbang?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll start with Shaila, Ria, and then Owen.
Okay. Wait.
Sure. Yes. Hi, guys. I'm Sila. Anton, thank you so much for having us. Maganda nga with COVID is we get to meet you, diba? And people like you who want to help us and support our projects like this as well. So I'm in Butuan. This is in Mindanao. And basically, our project, every project that my husband and I get ourselves into is usually related with promoting Butuan and the rest of the Caraga region. So my background is really in the tourism sector. I was a flight attendant with Emirates and with Philippine Airlines. And so coming home to my husband's province of Butuan, I really saw how beautiful the provinces are and how beautiful the Philippines is. And so our advocacy ever since we came here in 2014 was really to spread the beauty of Butuan and the rest of Caraga region, not just to the Philippines, but hopefully to the entire world as well. And I joined Hackbang because I will let Rhea go ahead and explain more about this because she and Owen really inspired my husband and I to jump in and be a part of this project.
All right. Ang ganda nga ng Butuan. I've been there a number of times because of the Balangay. So,
Ah,
anyway,
yeah. Oy,
Ria.
come visit. You have to let us know next time.
Yeah. Ria?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Good morning. My name is Rhea. Yeah,
Ria.
so I also was born and raised in Butuan, but I now live in Switzerland, and I've been here in Europe for a little over a decade now. So yeah, what I do, I'm actually I'm doing agile transformations. I work with pharmaceuticals and banks and whatnot, and pretty much doing a lot of the digital work. And on the side, I have a blog called Bytes and Pixels where I kind of do a little passion projects, and that's how I actually reconnected with Shyla and Owen out of this COVID situation where you have a little bit more time not being out and about. So yeah, that's me.
All right. Nice. Switzerland. What time is it there?
Uh, Almost 5 in the morning.
Thank you. Thank you. And then finally, Owen.
Hi everyone, my name's Owen Hine. I'm also from Butuan. I'm actually a classmate of Rhea since we were like grade one until fourth year high school. So we have like a decade of growing up together. And then, but now I live and I work, and my business is now based here in Cagayan de Oro, still in Mindanao. And I was able to reconnect with Rhea again because of this COVID situation. Our group chat for our high school classmates were really very busy at the time. So that's where we started chatting. And then from there, we moved to talking about bytes and pixels. And from there, this hackbang came about. So right now, I'm here and I'm the CEO of 9,000 Events here in Cagayan de Oro.
Wow. All right. And all right, let's get it started. But I'll also introduce myself. My name is Anton Diaz, founder of Our Awesome Planet. So it's a food and travel lifestyle site media in the Philippines. During COVID, we actually started our live stream shows. It's called Awesome Live. So we talk to different Filipinos, we support them. And recently we stream using masks. So it's a campaign to wear mask, of course. But recently we're before this stream, actually we talked to the artist Vincent Gutierrez who create copper mask here in Manila. So it's actually really nice. So trying to do it also and see how comfortable it is throughout the stream. All right, so we'll start. Good morning. Good morning. All right, thank you. And we're here talking to and thank you for all right. Good morning, guys. Good morning.
Good
Welcome to
morning.
Awesome Live. And if you're watching this in the replay, you can send your questions in the comments below or contact the founders that we're talking to. Or if you're in the live stream, you can actually join our discussion, put things in the comments. So, like Kim said, He's excited to watch. Jerome said, "Yippee!" So just join our discussion this morning. We're really interested to know about Hackbang. Ano ba yung Hackbang na yan? Is it, what's a hackathon? And it's a Mindanao Hackathon. What is it all about? How can we participate and support this Hackbang? So, who wants to start off with the story of Hackbang?
We'll let Rhea take the lead on this
Rhea.
one.
All right. Yeah, let me get it started. So, basically, it was a conversation between Owen and myself. Very casual. I was part of the Versus Virus Hackathon here in Switzerland, where for 48 hours on a weekend, we just tried to explore possibilities to find solutions to COVID. And out of that experience, I realized this is nothing more than just a glorified or a science fair on steroids. So I was like, I shared Owen the whole experience, and I said look, the amount of idea that came into that was really impressive. We were with like 600 over 600 um, participants, and there were about over 200 ideas that came about. And with that, I was mentoring one of the projects, and I really saw a lot of potential in it. And I saw potential that could inspire people, but also at the same time, it's a potential that if you have no experience, to also get to pick up a lot of new skills, and even just by coming in as a mentor, offering help. I also learned a lot, and I came to know a lot of people, and that's the beauty of Hakbang, because you unleash all of this, right? You unlock that connection that you never had, or you would never have the chance to meet at all, and learn from them as well.
Okay. And this is a hackathon. Ano ibig sabihin ng hackathon? And why did you call this a 4-day hackathon event? Who can answer that? Owen siguro or Shaida?
Yeah.
Okay,
Owen.
so yeah, let me answer that. A hackathon is an innovations and ideas meet or a conference. It can actually be on ground, in person, but since we cannot do that right now, we did this virtually. And so that's where the name Hackbang came to be, from the word hackathon and hakbang or step in Filipino, because we wanted to
Ah,
into creating solutions for the next normal. We are now experiencing the new normal, but we believe that there's still a better way to do things, and that will be the next normal. And we would like to contribute to that future. That is why we would like to gather as many individuals, not necessarily from Mindanao. You don't have to be a Mindanaoan. As long as you love the Philippines and make Mindanao as the stepping stone into creating solutions that would probably be duplicated in the rest for the rest of the country, then we would like to invite you to take part in this hackathon. So this is actually quite new here in the Philippines, and even this is the first time in Mindanao, but all over the world, like Rhea mentioned, they already have hackathons, and like maybe she joined for like a few years now. But here in the Philippines, it's going to be exciting because this will be the first virtual hackathon that is for Mindanao and created by Mindanaoans. But of course, we would like to replicate this all over the country after we are done with the first run of Hackbang here.
so Owen, it's not kasi when some people say hackathon, it's like creating an app. It doesn't necessarily mean creating an app, 'di ba?
Yeah, maybe I can add more.
Yeah. Or so any solution. Sorry.
Yeah, correct. So a lot of the times when people hear hackathon, they normally think it's tech related. In our case, what we really mean by this hackathon is basically, if you have a great idea, then we are the platform for it. Because nowadays we feel like a lot of people, you can see it on your Facebook post, a lot of people have amazing suggestions on how to move forward with COVID happening. But unfortunately, sometimes they don't have the team for it. They don't know how to start. They don't have a business plan. They don't have financial background. Perhaps if they want to make an app, they don't have a graphic artist, an app developer. So the idea of Hackbang is for different individuals with different expertise and different talents to come together and make that solution of yours viable. And of course, since we are the platform, we also have a couple of friends in our network that are already waiting for the next big idea, but are honestly just trying to grapple with what is happening in their own businesses. But we have friends who are already saying that, Shyla, Owen, if Rhea, if you guys have a team that has a fantastic idea, I want to make it happen. I want to back them up financially and seed their ideas and make it come to life. So that's why we were inspired. So it hackathon in our case does not necessarily mean tech. It basically means just us addressing the current problems that we are facing because of COVID. Because businesses of yesterday, of 3 months ago, don't necessarily answer the challenges that we have today.
Okay, and maybe we'll share the website. I'll share the website.
Yes.
Can you walk us through the website? So, how can people participate or join Hackbang?
Yeah, let me
Yes.
get started, and Shyla and Owen, feel free to jump in. Basically, if you if you click the join now,
Nasaan yung join now? Sa baba.
yeah, there you
Yes.
go. You have 12 ways to get involved.
Okay.
So you have, if you want to be part of the team that will be ideating, you can join a team if you already have a team with you. Um,
You can join with any team.
Yeah.
Ganun ba yun?
So you
yeah,
can go ahead and click it. Anton, if you want, you can give it a try. You can click join a team,
Okay. And then?
and that
Uh,
will take you to a registration form.
yeah.
anong kailangan? Is there a background needed to do this?
No, anybody can actually join, Anton. If you're a student, a professional, a businessman, a scientist, an inventor, or just a visionary, you can actually join a team. And if you don't have a team yet, we will form a team for you. We will match you with the
Uh,
same
Yeah.
interests, because there are 12 challenges that we are posting there in the website, and there are also 12
so,
ways to get involved. So you just have to choose which challenge you would like to address.
okay.
Mhm.
You need to choose up to 3. Okay.
Yes,
Yes.
correct.
Paano bang idea yon? You bring everybody together who's into a specific challenge area.
Yeah.
Tama ba
Yeah.
yun?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
Correct.
exactly.
correct.
Okay. And then
So
what?
as registrations come in, we already start churning out invites, and we connect them already so that they also feel comfortable and they feel that they get to know each other. They have that opportunity to do so.
Yeah,
Okay.
to
Wait.
talk to
Wait.
each other already.
And also, if
So
you're
this is wait.
not
So this is the participant registration. If you
yes,
join, no, I
so
need
there.
to show. These are the different challenge areas. So can
Yeah.
you tell us more about these challenge areas? How did you come about this?
Yeah, for sure. Actually, if you go back to the initial page of the site, you will also
Mhm.
see a little bit of overview what those challenges are. So maybe let's think of COVID as, it has impacted so many areas of our lives. So if you scroll down a little bit, Anton, there,
Uh, okay.
Yeah, the
This-
there,
challenges.
yeah. Yeah, so, oops, not coming up. There you go. Yeah, so, we all know the impact it has on healthcare. We all know and are kind of anticipating the impact it has already or it will have on the economy. Supply chain is talking about food security as well, right? Food is
Yeah.
not getting to some of the provinces because things are just not moving. There are a lot of checkpoints along the way. So, a lot of these challenges impact lives.
Different sectors. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like
okay.
for example, for healthcare, I think it's pretty obvious we're lacking PPEs. Those who are selling PPEs are quite expensive as well. Even in the economy, obviously, almost all businesses are down as well. In the supply chain, even alcohol here for us in Butuan, just in the first week, as soon as they announced the lockdown, alcohol was just wiped off the shelves. So even the supply chain of something as simple as alcohol and something as as
Okay.
yeah, as available before is no longer available today. In education, schools are waiting because we are told by the government that we can only open our schools as soon as we have the vaccine, right? But how does that even, when you think about it, how does that even work? Does vaccine become mandatory? So how do we answer these challenges? So there are so many, and we believe that our age, especially our peers, you're already somewhat experts in your own field. So, for example, for myself in tourism, I
Uh,
love everything, that has to promote with the Philippines. So maybe I'll join tourism because I really see how it has affected our hotels, our restaurants, our tourism sites. So we would really love to see our peers come in and join and really help in their own respective fields
Yeah.
as however they see fit.
Yeah.
And to add to that, I come from the events industry. We are the last to actually become part of the next normal because most of the events are quite well, it's really affected right now, and that's why I said yes to this hackathon, because for me, I believe that if there are great solutions on the tourism, on the events industry, arts and culture, that we can also apply to our own business and to my friends who are also in the events industry, then this will really greatly help us in moving forward and still survive and thrive in this
Yeah.
pandemic.
but why should people care to join this?
Who would
Because
like
it
to answer?
answers their problems. Like us, for
Yes.
example, even the three of us were saying, we're so scared at sometimes that we can't even move. But you notice how when people gather, that how you can share solutions towards their problems because it seems easier to answer somebody else's problems versus yours. And so if we see a great idea, the three of us were talking, we're like, we can even finance these great
Mhm.
ideas because there's so much to think about now. But if somebody gives us an idea that answers our problems, like we're game to back that up financially.
Yeah,
Okay.
and there are 12 ways kasi doon, 'di ba? The challenges, there
Mhm.
are 12 challenges that they can choose from. And I am sure that they have a particular interest, or they would like to really solve one specific challenge or a sub challenge from that major topic, or maybe like a subtopic lang. And then from there, I think that noble uh, cause, that will really make you feel that you have left a legacy and that you have
Yes.
created something for this generation. And for me, that's really something naman. And that is something that we would also like people to get involved with, creating something for social good.
Yes.
Yeah. And just to add to that, no, aside from, the idea that you are giving something back and you are doing something, there's a lot to gain out of this hackathon. And I have joined so many hackathons here, and the feeling of me joining because I'm giving something back is always the motivation. But I walk out of it completely different because I realize that I have made so many new friends. I have established a network. I learned so much. Like, I went into that last hackathon thinking, yeah, let me help as a mentor, give my services. And then I walked out learning about Apex coding. I learned about, um, yeah, maybe some of the artificial intelligence topics. I learned about security, cybersecurity. And, these are things that are not really something that I deal with every day, but because you're part of like the whole ideation, you learn a lot about certain things that you probably otherwise would not have spent time Googling, right? So it's also like walking out of it will also build new skills that will help you, um, yeah, become part of the next normal, let's say, and become a pioneer in that next normal, even.
Agree.
Yeah.
Is it limited to Mindanaoans or Filipinos, or anybody could join? Oh, any the
I
Well,
like what Owen said a while ago. This is a project for Mindanaoans by Mindanaoans. But if you are from other parts of the Philippines or the world, but who has the heart for Mindanao or who understands that we want to pilot this project in Mindanao because this is where we are from, then you can definitely join Hackbang.
Yeah.
okay. Now, I know it's 4 days.
Yeah.
There are a lot of virtual events, and no, so can you walk us through why is it 4 days? Can you pick and choose the schedule, or where can we find the schedule, by the way? So I'll show the website again.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, where's the schedule? It's a 4-day event, right?
Yeah.
In the
So
Yes.
yeah, if you go to the I think the top bar. Yeah.
The event.
Yeah. I think it's not yet there. We yeah,
Yeah.
Okay,
Shyla,
yeah,
Jim.
but why is it 4 days? Maybe can you just walk us through na lang?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
4 days because typically hackathons happen on a weekend here from where I am. But as we thought about it, as we tried to explore, we felt like 2 days is a little bit of a stretch digitally and technically for Mindanao because
Mm-hmm.
we're still really at the very early stages getting familiar with the concept of a hackathon. That's one. Getting familiar with the strange way of connecting virtually with pretty much somebody who they don't probably know. So this
Uh-uh.
this is like kind of a way for us to make it easy for them, but at the same time we also want to use this 4 days to make it really worthwhile. So we have a lot of things in running in parallel next to the ideation of the team. So we have a few we have a few guest artists who will be for performing at some segments during the hackathon. We will be going live every so often. We will have some cooking demos and cook with a chef kind of
Yeah.
event as well. We will have I'm just thinking a lot of speakers who will be talking about say areas within the 12 challenges. So for example, we have a few people talking about crisis communication. We will have, I think that's Patty, right? And we will have a forum where we're going to talk about the impact of this pandemic to women. So we will have a few women, both from Mindanao and also abroad, who are very passionate in this area, and they're just going to exchange ideas. So for us, this is really about exchanging ideas and learning from each other, and also hopefully be able to share those ideas with a broader audience. And we'll be
Yeah.
streaming everything live.
So
And
these are
for
Zoom sessions ba? Are these Zoom sessions
Yes.
or
Yes. For the participants, Anton, I think if they're worried that's going to be 4 days, actually they have their own pace, no? As long as they will be able to submit their final pitch on the fourth day. So they have their own way of doing
ah,
things, but we're also suggesting web-based applications and free sites that they can actually use for their virtual workspace.
Yeah.
So we have suggested naman na mga applications, mga sites, mga programs and software that they can use while preparing for their pitch. But on the fourth day, they should submit
Yeah.
their compelling idea so that our judges or panel will be able to choose from among these projects, and from there we will choose the viable solutions that we will look for partners to realize those solutions.
Yeah. Maybe just Anton, maybe just to add to that, I know it's kind of a threshold for some people to join because they're not familiar with digital tools, they are not comfortable with it. So what we also thought was, a week before the hackathon, we will actually handhold them, take them through what are the tools that they can use. We even have sponsors around digital tooling, like I know that we have some sponsors on cybersecurity and cloud applications. We have some sponsors around the area of uh, digital AR. So yeah, it's plenty of ways to learn new skills as well.
Yeah.
all right.
Can I
So
also
yeah, go. Go,
Can I
Shaila.
add to that as well? So we are running this 4 days for the hackathon, but the hackers or the participants will be working on the background as well. So they're not consistently and constantly on YouTube and Facebook. That's why our team decided that, oh, you know what, let's make it interesting for the audience. Let's have some segments where people can drop by and just talk about their expertise. So like, for example, we have somebody who's joining us and she wants to talk about transitioning your business to the online platform. We also have somebody who wants to teach about urban gardening because we see a lot of people are starting to have their own urban gardens at home. So at least our webinar teaches them, how to do it properly as well. We have an expert joining us for that. And then every morning we have different yoga teachers coming in. And then what's interesting is that instead of watching something on YouTube and just doing it by yourself at home, we can do it that way. But this time, you will also be on a Zoom room, inside a Zoom room. So we want to invite people to come and join us in our yoga sessions. And also with our cooking classes, we are allowing like 5 people to join our chef inside the Zoom room. And so while we are broadcasting it live, they can go ahead and ask questions from our chefs as well. So we really want to keep the 4 day broadcast interesting as well, even as the hackathon happens in the background.
Wow, okay, galing ah. So, the idea is you'll be part of the team coming in or
Yes,
even before the first day. Tama ba 'yan? You'll
Mhm.
assign us to different teams.
Yes.
yes, correct.
And then the
So we'll
team
be
presents on the last day.
Yeah,
yes,
so we have an online we have a partner. The name of the website is DevPost, and this is really a place where a lot of hackathons do their pitching and submission. We will be guiding the participants through how they can upload their proposals into DevPost with good messaging and with good communication, and that's where we also interact with our judges and mentors who will be looking at the proposals and scanning for the most viable ideas. Yeah.
All
yeah.
right.
Speaking of mentors, they can join if you saw the 12 ways to participate. So one of the ways you can participate, for example, Anton, if you'd like to be one of our mentors or one of our judges,
Okay.
then please come and join so that these teams can be guided as well accordingly, because it's also nice for them to know that, oh, there's an expert who can navigate us through just making these ideas more viable.
Yeah. Like chiming into that, Shy, I just felt like, okay, let me share this message. I live in Switzerland. I'm so far away from Mindanao. um I could also just walk away and not care about it, right?
Yes.
But how I felt when I was talking to Owen, I was talking to Shyla about this, I really felt like this is an opportunity to kind of also help Mindanao elevate to a certain stage and be ready for the next normal. And you don't have to, if you don't have the time because you're working, um, there's also an opportunity to seed an idea, and that I think that goes a long way. If I look at it from my perspective, 50 Swiss francs is no, yeah, 100 Swiss francs is about what, 5,000
Yeah,
pesos.
about, yes, about,
Can go a long way in the
yeah.
Philippines. And yeah, I mean, just those simple things. It's not like a one-off thing. It's like an investment to a next generation, right?
Yeah. Just a
Yes.
question lang. How do you how are the ideas protected pala in hackathons, or is it the copyright goes to the whole team or to the event, or paano ba? How does it work?
Yeah, that's a very smart question. We get asked this question a lot, and yes, we don't take your copyright. We respect the idea behind it, and we respect the teams. What we only ask at the submission is to kind of create a preview, a sneak preview. But you own your code, you own everything else. If you are going to do digital submission, yes, you own everything. And we are going to share a little bit more about that during the 1 week kickoff for the participants and the mentors.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. So this is actually quite exciting
Mm.
Quite exciting pala. So, um, maybe what help do you still need to make this event successful?
Ha.
All we want participants.
Yes.
We need more participants. Like I love what Rhea said. It's so easy to walk away. Even for Owen
Yeah.
and myself and my husband, we can really just walk away. Anton, we are doing this scared. Every time we're doing this scared because we don't know if this is gonna be backed up by our constituents. But one thing is for sure, every time we discuss this with somebody in the LGU, our own network, there's always an interest, a huge interest in the project that we're doing, which we take as, something of a sign that let's keep moving, let's keep doing this. And so we need participants, we need mentors. If you are an expert in your field, please feel free to jump in. We need your help and your expertise. You can judge these ideas as well. If you see that there are certain teams already, you can judge it at the end of the third or fourth day. You can see, okay, this one seems like a promising idea. We also need sponsors for companies. You don't even have to give us cash. Give us X deals. That way we can talk more about your business, help you as well. And in a sense, you guys get to help us because we can get to give these X deals with our participants, our mentors, our judges. So it's really what we call in Mindanao, tinabangay system, tabang-tabang, tulong-tulong na sistema. We are not here for the money. We're really here doing this work voluntarily. If you guys can seed an idea for us, if you want to sponsor us, if you want to bring the word out about your company, talk more about it, we have the 4-day platform for you guys. Join us. We're even inviting LGUs to come and participate because we want to hear from them. What are you doing in your municipality, in your locality? Talk to them, talk to us about it. That way, other people can see na, okay, this might be one of the best practices yet that's, COVID related. Why don't we do that in our own municipality as well? So we're inviting the LGU to come and participate as well because we do believe that LGU and the private sector, if we work together, united, then we can really, move forward even while COVID is here. Everybody's waiting for the normal to come back. And our team is always saying, I think we left normal 3 months ago. It's time for us to all move forward together.
Wow, well said.
Yeah.
And any final thoughts, Owen and Rhea?
We would just like to thank you for giving us this opportunity to share to your viewers and to everybody who would like to be part of creating and shaping the next normal. We would just like to encourage everybody to join us because we may have a lot of ideas, but probably we do not have that avenue to share those ideas. And we are glad to inform you that Hackbang is your platform and we will take care of you as long as you are with us and you have that intention to help, and we will help you make that idea into a reality.
All right, Rhea?
Yeah. Well, thanks, Anton. Thanks so much for having us. Yeah, I think every time I talk to Shyla and Owen, the one thing that really keeps me coming back to our meetings, keeps me coming back to Hakbang, is the promise that there is a better way, and there is a much better way if we all do it together. So we really want to encourage people to don't be afraid to sign up. If there's any room for making mistakes, this is actually the one mistake that you probably will learn from, and there's no cost for you. It's free to sign up. You walk out of it a lot more sharper. You learn new technology, and you also gain new friends. So there's really nothing to lose.
All right, thank you, and yeah, I'm so excited. Thank you for explaining the entire concept
Yeah.
of hakbang. Hakbang pala is step, no, or
Yeah.
Yes,
big
It's
step
yes,
forward. Ah,
yes.
galing, galing. All right, yeah, we'll join as a mentor. How do you join as a mentor, pala?
yeah.
Same, it's via the website in the 12 ways to join. So one of the links there is to join as a mentor. So Anton, can
Saan ba?
magsa-sign up ka na ba? Papunta ka na ba
Oh,
dyan?
yeah. Oh, so how
Will
do you
we
sign
see
up
you
pala?
sign up live? So you go to the homepage
Okay,
and then
and
you
then
scroll down in the 12 ways to join
There.
ah,
and
okay.
then volunteer to mentor a team. Eto na ba
That's
yung moment na makikita naming magme-mentor ka live? Signing
Wow.
up para sa amin.
That's
sign up.
amazing.
Okay, sige. No, I'm joining, of course. Yes. We
Yay.
wanted to
Oh, wow.
join pero I just need to think which sector. Maybe tourism, no?
Yeah.
Tourism, supply chain. Talagang nauna na kami.
Pwede din sa education or communication, Anton, if you like.
Yes.
Communication, yeah,
You're
tourism,
doing it now.
communication, what else? Economy, law and order.
You know, Anton, I'm gonna share what I experienced here in Switzerland.
Oh, yeah. Can you
Part
share
of the,
that?
I was part of the mentors. I signed up as a mentor basically, and you know when you join that when you walk into to the Slack room, you start like, okay, I start with a mentor lounge, and you know we were just casually chatting, and I didn't realize that I was actually talking to someone of very significant influence in Switzerland. She's actually the current president of, and I was really like, whoa. I didn't know that until she came on live because she got interviewed why she signed up as a mentor, and she basically just signed up as a mentor, no VIP treatment. She just really just went there because she wanted to help, and that's so powerful when you think about it and you look back to it. Yeah.
Yeah. Pero in Manila, wait, I'll bring you guys up. Yeah. So I'm filling it up. Pero maybe, ayun nga. I guess this is virtual eh. So yun lang, 'di ba? It's kinda, yeah. This been done before, like a virtual hackathon? Is it as effective as ano?
It's
As
done here, and this is the first time in the Philippines that we're actually bringing this.
wow. Okay.
So
And
we're also learning through the process.
Yes.
Also looking at how the responses are coming in.
Yes.
We are learning through it, and we are adapting every day to what we see, and see how we can manage it better. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I think that's the beauty, Anton, because it's virtual. You don't have to spend so much time in traveling and billeting. You
Yes.
don't have to exactly visit Mindanao to help Mindanao. You can be anywhere in the world. And if you know of an idea, if you would like to seed an idea, if you'd like to mentor teams for
Mhm.
an idea, then you can be anywhere in the world. As long as you can be there for the team for the 4 days, then why not?
Yeah. Yeah, and
Mm.
as a mentor as well, you're not really asked to be there full on throughout the hackathon. You make this, you make this clear with the team, and also you agree as a team together how you can support the team. So we don't expect that the mentor will be leading and pulling the team together. We also want to create a new mindset, to shape new mindsets in terms of self-steering, self-management, because this is really what we want to see as well, that people start learning how to proactively collaborate and learn from each other.
Yes. Galing, galing. Okay, so we'll submit this na.
Yay!
So maybe I
Yay!
can choose dalawa lang naman, 'di ba? Tourism and
Yeah,
communication.
sure.
Walang
Sure.
restaurants eh. Walang dining restaurants. Food, walang
Supply
food.
chain, oo, supply
Supply chain.
chain,
There's
yung sa,
economy.
Supply
I feel
chain.
kasi ang hirap mag-send ng food. Even our farmers are having difficulty because they used to supply to a lot of people and then all of a sudden, wala. What do we do with those? Diba?
Okay.
Consumer
Mm-mm.
goods.
Yeah, I
Consumer
think
goods.
for Anton, tourism, maybe arts and culture a little bit.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mm.
And
Ayun.
communication. Okay.
communication. Yeah, those.
Hey.
All right.
Wow, thank you.
We'll
Wow. Thank
my
you.
first hackathon also. I don't usually join hackathons kasi nga I thought it's just all technology, but I guess
Mm-mm.
this one, I mean, conceptually, it's really good concept,
Yeah.
and I like to know more people from Mindanao, not only from Manila.
Yeah.
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 And I,
Sana if you have friends in your network also who is part of Mindanao whom you feel, share the same vision or, can how do I say this, can connect with us or can understand our vision, then please ask them to come and join us. Well, we really want people to connect with one another during this time instead of us being isolated. The physical distancing is just that, but let's not allow it to distance us from
Yes.
each other from doing good things for the Philippines.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Any other things? Ria, Owen, thank you so much. Thank you so much for
Thank you.
watching. I wait.
And so,
So we'll pull in some of the questions. Can wait for Anton to join our community. Of course. I'm meeting a lot totally new people. Yeah. I don't anybody. I don't know anybody from Mindanao. Maybe the like in Bituan, the Balangay, the hotels there. But
Yes, the Balangay
totally,
Hotel.
yeah.
and then okay, there's a question from Sela. What if we don't
What is
have any hackathon experience but have ideas? Can we still register? This is a good question. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Actually, this is for everybody, and most of us are first timers in this hackathon thing. So don't be scared to join because that's the beauty of it. Going into uncharted territory, trying to learn new things, trying to experience stuff that you have probably never experienced before. And since this is also a first time in the Philippines, so that would be some sort of bragging rights for you to be part of this event. So please do, Sela, that's what's her name, right? Sela, please
Yeah.
do join us. Please register at www.hack-bang.com.
All right. That's it. Galing, galing, galing. Thank you so much. And
Thank
it's really
you.
nice
Thank
to
you.
meet you guys. And
Likewise.
new friends in Mindanao. Yeah.
Yes. Thanks.
Likewise.
All
Yes.
right.
We'll
Bye.
see more of
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank
you
you.
too.
All right. Thank you. And we're here talking to Steve.
Thank you for talking to
All right. Thank you. First time we meet.
us.
Thank you. Na-starstruck din kami. Salamat.
Thank you. Nakamask lang pero okay lang.
Yeah.
Pwede na kami huminga.
Oo, this is a nice initiative, Ang galing, galing. But I think so mga entrepreneur innovation groups, no? Ayun yung mga gusto nyo. Or anybody who would have an idea, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have students even who are joining. We have student organizations, we have businessmen, so
Yeah.
it's a merry mix of
Yeah.
people.
When
Yeah.
when we were having our meeting yesterday, one of the things we reflected on was also that, apart from students, this is really for us because we are the ones who are in the trenches. We are the ones in the workplaces. We have a lot of exposure. We also experience a lot of challenges. Like for example, here, biggest challenge is how can I work from home when I'm homeschooling kids at the same time?
Oo nga, paano?
To do 8 hours, and yeah, and I don't know how to manage my time. I just don't have breathing space. So those are some of the common problems, and this also results to mental illness, right? You can imagine the stress level of
Mhm.
single moms. Think about single moms. So some of the challenges, and one of the challenges that I worked on together in the Swiss Hackathon was how can we create a way for people who are challenged, like a single mom having a sick kid
Mhm.
at home. How can I go buy grocery run when I can't leave my kid? I can't ask anyone to take care of her because it's not allowed for social distancing. So what we did was we created an app. What we
Oh.
didn't show the actual app. We had like the user interface. We walked them through the whole user interface. So basically, the app is allowing people with a vulnerable situation to connect to heroes, and we call it the Hero Finder. And you basically within a vicinity connect with a hero to run errands for you. This is also applicable to like the plus 65 people who cannot go out, that somebody brings their groceries for them. Because the thing here is, although meron kaming online groceries, there's no delivery because they're overwhelmed as well with the amount of delivery.
Ah.
they're not prepared for it. So what happens is people can buy grocery, someone goes there and pick it up and takes it for them. So that's what we did, and that project was one of the top 40 out of about 250 plus entries, and we
Wow.
received a grant of 8,000 to implement it. So they're actually implementing. The team is implementing that now.
Galing ah. Galing, galing. Are you
Yeah.
connected to the other hackathon groups ba in Manila or wala? Or talagang
No,
all of these are all grassroots lang?
grassroots
Yeah.
talaga sa.
But we are trying to connect with them also because we would also like to hear from them, and also because they are experienced in some ways here in the Philippines. And that's why we're also tapping techno hubs and developers, incubators, and venture capitalists to join us and be part of the Hackbang.
Yeah. One of the things I was talking to a friend in Davao, no. She used to work here in Switzerland for Accenture, and then she went back home. She started her kind of business. It's not a small one. What they do is they develop apps and several different analytics platforms for Sweden. And
Ah.
and what really is strike out in our conversation and resonated with me was that in the Philippines ang hirap to find avenues to express yourself without your ideas being taken away or something. So,
Exactly. Yeah.
ang daming takot, 'di ba, around it. And so she said, ang hirap, tas ang daming layers of bureaucracy that, by the time we reach somewhere, the idea is passe or wala na yung interest ng
Oo.
external
Investor.
sector. So what they did is they're helping Sweden. They're helping the government of Sweden. Can you imagine the brain drain of talent
from
Oo.
Davao.
living in the
Yeah.
Philippines, but like helping other countries elevate? It's such a pity kasi galing dito yung galing dyan yung talent. Why not
Nandito yung talent.
Philippines? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Galing, galing, galing. Is this more of a millennial movement ba? Or hindi naman? For all ages ba to?
I know.
Elderly millennial movement. Nagjo-joke.
I feel like it is, Anton. Kasi when we were talking to friends namin, like, kami zenial kami, hindi kami millennial. Talking to our friends,
Elderly millennial.
oo,
Elderly millennial pala, that's the new
elderly
term.
millennial pala. Yeah. They also don't know what hackathon is. It was really for us a struggle to figure it out in the beginning because we had to create like those poster cards about what is a hackathon, how can you join,
Yeah.
sharing YouTube videos around it. Yeah.
Galing, galing. Again, thank you so much. And we'll share this with our network, with our friends. We'll share it. Thank you. And
Yes.
one of these days, hopefully, we'll meet in Butuan. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Let us know. You have to let us know. Abangan ka namin yan. We'll take you
yes.
around.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. It's been a while then.
Yeah.
Since
Yes.
I've been there. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you,
Bye.
Anton.
Bye.
Thank you so much. God bless.